Hey world, Paul here. Here I am on the outskirts of Alice Springs at the start of day 16. Prospect of reasonably good weather, I think, in terms of wind. Slight headwind for the first part of the day and then a tailwind towards the end. I'm aiming for Aileron Roadhouse, which is 140 kilometres away, and it's around about just after 7:30 in the morning. A little chilly, although I've still only got one layer on, and it will warm up very rapidly from here on. So here we go. It won't be long now. I think only a few kilometres before I reach the Tropic of Capricorn. So as soon as I get there, I'll do another video. You won't see this sign anywhere else in Australia. This indicates open speed, no restrictions. This is where I've got to be very careful because people will be doing who knows how many kilometres an hour along this stretch. I don't know how long the stretch goes for, so I'll have to be particularly vigilant. Well, here we are, the Tropic of Capricorn. Now don't quote me on this, but I think this means that I'm now heading into a subtropical region. I've just covered about 100 kilometres from Alice Springs, and Michelle has just caught up to me. And guess what? We have a flat tyre. Luckily there are two wheels on each side, and they're double wheels, so she should be able to limp another 30k to the Aileron Roadhouse, and hopefully they'll be able to change it for us. Yeah, just a pity that. We're now in termite country. Here's one of the termite mounds, and as you have a look around you can see even more. So this is actually the country where the didgeridoo originated, because the termites, they eat out the centre of the trees and make it ideal for making didgeridoos. The Aborigines just knock on a trunk. If it's hollow, they'll cut it and make a didgeridoo out of it. This is around about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I'm around about 10 kilometres away from the roadhouse, which is the destination for tonight. And I've come across this old well that was dug by Ned Ryan in around about 1885. Apparently there was a train of horses or a camel, and they could pull a 70-litre bucket of water to the surface by walking away from the well. It would then take a step backwards to let the person on the wellhead land the bucket on a wooden trough, where it automatically emptied into the storage tanks, which are the sort of little structure to the left of the main well. The horse or camel would then turn completely and pull the rope back towards the well, raising a second full bucket and lowering the first bucket to refill. This well is 24 metres deep and timber lined to prevent its collapse. Really quite interesting. This is Basil and David, and who kindly replaced the tyre for us on the truck or on the caravan, and it was a big relief for me because it meant that I didn't have to do it after travelling 140k from Alice Springs. So Basil, you were saying that you were born in Alice Springs?
Yes.
Yep. And Dave, you...
No, I was born in Darwin, mate.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, I got adopted and lived in Alice my whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
But your mum and dad own tea trees?
Yeah,
right?
they own tea tree, mate.
Yeah.
It's a shithole, don't go there. all we're here is for conserving orangutans.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Hey, Dave, you were saying that you actually adopted an orangutan for a couple of years.
yes, I did in Thailand for 2 years. I sponsored an orangutan.
Yeah,
Yes,
fantastic.
Yeah.
But thank you very much. Here we go. Thank you very much for doing the job for me, which is really great.
Not our problem, eh, Baz?
Yeah.
That's all we can do, mate. Territorians.
Finally arrived at Aileron Roadhouse after a 140k ride from Alice Springs. Thinking that maybe I would have to change the tyre on the camper van, but luckily David and Basil kindly offered to do that for me, and so when I got here it had already been done, which is such a great relief. And you'll see the short interview that I did with them just a few minutes ago. G'day world, Paul here. Here I am on day 17, leaving the Aileron Roadhouse, and you can see perhaps in the background a very large figure of a native woman. There's a very big art centre here, an Aboriginal art centre, and they do some really wonderful work. I'm heading off now to go through Tea Tree, which is in 60 kilometres down the track, and then to Barrow Creek. Some of you may remember that this is the area where Peter Falconio was murdered some years ago, and his girlfriend miraculously escaped. He was eventually, I think, caught in Darwin, the murderer, and is of course now in prison. A really sad story, and therefore I'm expecting there to be quite an atmosphere to the place when I get there. 150k down the track, so I'll probably see you next in a few hours time in Tea Tree. I'm 10k out of Aileron, and I just wanted to show you the beautiful rocks with the early morning sun shining off them. It really is quite beautiful. Such a nice scene, and it's very peaceful. Very nice. Wow, that's something I haven't seen before. I'm 25k out of Aileron, and I'm going down this really long stretch of road, and there in front of me are two massive road trains side by side, one on this side of the road, one on the other side, one trying to pass the other. I got off the road and they both passed me parallel to each other. That could have been very, very dangerous. You can't see them here, but I've just disturbed a whole flock of Budgerigars. Just absolutely beautiful, all very green. They're chirping in the background, but you probably can't hear them. Very, very nice. Can you hear the budgies in the background? There they are. Just gone through. There's the budgies. Beautiful. They're just flying around me. So nice. There's a tree full of them there. How beautiful.